My name Edmund Yakani, Executive Director of CEPO. I would like to take this opportunity to convey a strong message to the attention of the leaders and specifically field commanders of the warring parties in some part of the country, which are mainly SSPDF and the forces of SPLA IO and NAS. And as I'm speaking now, the area of Lasu, Libogo and Kogulo in Yei River County is witnessing active military confrontation between the forces of SSPDF and the forces of SPLA IO and NAS. And this confrontation demonstrates clearly the deficit in trust and confidence that undermine the provisions of the R-Access and also put the faith of the political transition through the implementation of the R-Access and in particular around the security arrangement at risk. This undermines the commitment to R-Access as a political framework for transition in the country from violence to peace. As a civil society activist, as a signatory to R-Access, I would like to take this opportunity to appeal to the field commanders of these warring parties that please take responsibility to ensure safety and protection of civilians. It is your priority. Never use civilians as a weapon of war where you want to express your grievances towards each other by committing atrocities against the civilian population or ambushing the civilian population or torturing them or forcefully recruiting them and recruiting children. Remember, recruitment of children, it's a violation of an international law. And remember, committing atrocities like human rights violations against civilian population, it is a violation of human rights in national, regional, and international framework. As a civil society leader, I'm appealing to you that how much you are discontented politically, your military wings should abstain from waging this culture of military confrontation. We are aware that the R-Access is under challenge, and that's why we're calling upon the leaders of the party signatory to R-Access that embrace an urgent, inclusive political dialogue that bring people to the table of dialogue and to find a pathway of agreeing upon actions that will be used for delivering the pending task of the R-Access. And we are aware that the dialogue can't happen when some people are still remaining in detention. Our appeal to you as our leaders of the conflicting parties: for how long do you want our civilians to pay a very expensive price as a way of you expressing your discontented political position? As we speak now, civilian population are regretting what went wrong. Why should we subject to pay this painful price where we are always displaced, we are subject for hunger, and we are subject for human rights violations, atrocities, tortures, intimidation? This must stop. And this is an expression of discontented political position. Shouldn't be through armed struggle, should be through dialogue. And that's why I'm appealing to the leadership of the country. Let us quickly de-escalate the violence by embracing dialogue. And I'm asking the warring parties that please de-escalate military confrontation. Give chance for dialogue to be utilized as an instrument or as a tool for resolving your discontented political position. And again, I repeat myself, remember, protection and safety of civilians should be on the top of your priorities when you're waging your military confrontation. Targeting civilians is a human rights violation. Torturing civilians is a human rights violation. Ambushing civilians is a human rights violation. Recruiting children in your military confrontation to your fighting forces is a serious crime. And we are watching. As a civil society, we will establish now a barometer on safety and protection of civilians, where we'll document incidents where civilians are specifically targeted. Otherwise, our appeal and our call, the first and the last, is that let us resume inclusive political dialogue for finding a national political consensus to deliver the pending task of the R-Access. Thank you very much.